Hello everyone. Today we're going to be discussing finding the area of a composite figure, which would require us to decompose and find the area. Our I can statement for today is I can calculate the area of a composite figure. You might ask, what is a composite figure? A composite figure is a figure that is made up of two or more shapes. In our picture right here, we have four different shapes, or three different shapes. But right here we have a long rectangle, a short rectangle, and a triangle. Right here we have three triangles and a rectangle. Then we have two parallelograms put together. So a composite figure is a figure that is made up of two or more shapes. How do we find the area of a composite figure? To find the area of a composite figure, you must decompose the shape. Decompose means to break it apart into smaller or sometimes different shapes. Right here we have a figure on our right. To find the area, we're going to have to decompose it. This is the figure that is already composed. This is the figure that's decomposed. You'll see that we have a rectangle and a triangle. So we will apply the area of a rectangle formula, which is length times width. Right here, area of rectangle, length times width. So 12 times 15. And the area of a triangle, the base 12 times the height, 3.6. And we will divide it by 2. But you're not finished. You have to add them together to get the total area. I put this on the slides to kind of review the formulas, or you can reference back to it. This is what you will see on the Georgia milestones, and this is what you may see in the classroom. It's got the different shapes so you can visually see what shapes we're talking about. So if you need to go back to this slide at any point, do that. All right. Our guided practice number 1. We have a composite figure. That means we're going to have to decompose it to find the area. So we have a rectangle and a triangle. So we're going to draw a line right here to split them up. We're going to find the area of the rectangle. Area equals length times width. So we're going to take 10 times 8, and that gives us 80 meters squared. To find the area of the triangle, we're going to take the base times height divided by 2. So our base, if this is 8, this side is going to be 8. So our base is 8. Our height is 6. And we divide that by 2. So we have 48 divided by 2 equals 24. But we're not finished. We have to add our two areas together. So we will have 80 plus 24, and that will give us 104 meters squared. All right, on our next guided practice problem, what we would do with this one is we would split it right here. And we will have two rectangles. So to find the area of this rectangle, we will take 8 times 6. 8 times 6, which we already know is 48 meters squared. Now this part gets a little bit tricky. We have to find the length and the width of this rectangle. So, if from here to here is 13 meters, from here to here is 8, what's the difference to find the missing part? We will subtract it. We will take 13 minus 8, and we will get 5. So this measurement will be 5. if this part to here is 6, and this part to here is 7, we will add those together to get this length. 6 plus 7 equals 13. So we apply the formula again. Area equals length times width. We're going to take 13 times 5, which equals 65 meters squared. We still are not finished. We have to add them together. So we're going to take 48 plus 65, and you will get 113 meters squared. And the last guided practice problem. We'll have a triangle on this one. All right. Find the area of the composite figure below. So we have a square. We have 12 and 12. So to find the area of a square, you take the side square. So we take 12 times 12. And that gives us 144 meters squared for this part. Now we know that our base equals 5, so we apply our area of a triangle formula. Area equals base times height divided by 2. So the base is 5, and our height is going, if this is 12, then our height will be 12. 5 times 12 divided by 2. 5 times 12 is 60, and we divide that by 2, and we'll get 30. But we're not done. We're going to take 144 plus 30, and you will get 174 meters squared. Now at this time, I would like for you to work on the independent practice problems. We have independent practice number 1, practice number 2, and the Georgia test practice. You can check your answers once you're finished with it on the answer key slide, which is this slide right here. Do not check your answers before you do the work. The assignment will be on Google Classroom. It's a quizzes game, area for composite figures, and other helpful resources. You can look in your book to page 629 to 630, or you can reach out to 6th grade math teachers, including myself. I hope that this was beneficial and helpful. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me or any other 6th grade math teacher.